so let's just jump right into it to happen. But not supposed to help try to confuse the hell out of people. That's too cruel. I don't think so. I think it's appropriate. He was also completely useless. Yes. Now. No. Now isn't the time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on investigation right now. For now, I need to investigate everything about the body that captures my eye. Within a great pain. You clearly had this agonized look at his face when he died. His mouth was covered in tape, which is why I kept from screaming for help.
This is bad.
Oh, jeez. What a horrible look on its face. You have blood. The splattered all over doesn't help either. It's good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape, otherwise you wouldn't be able to look at him.
Ah, got a minute? Sorry, excuse me. Just squat down his face. Somehow they ripped the duct tape off the mouth. Hey, what are you doing?
It's gonna be
Ah, it's fine. I'll put it back right away once we're done investigating here.
Yeah, put that gas on the issue, you ungrateful swine. You're gonna get cursed.
The blood on his face looks like it's mostly from the slice in his left arm. If that's the case.
Yeah, it's no use. She's not listening.
Hey.
Hey, how about that blood spattered on his face? There's no blood on the duct tape.
What's wrong with that?
Well,
This tape has crinkles, like it was stretched towards the inside of the mouth, right? He's probably desperately trying to move his mouth under that duct tape.
Seriously, what's wrong with that?
Which means his mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to give a suck a bit. Well, what's wrong with that? Is there something we really need to worry about?
Yeah, I don't really get it. But I'll just put the duct tape back in the mouth already.
yep.
Yeah, you're right. Alright, clue 2. I should remember it. Okay. Knife is stabbed through his right arm. Hand. The killer really do this? How could they do something so cool? Oh, this knife. It must be from the military base. Military base? Oh. Now that you mentioned it, it does look right. Kind of like survival knife. By the way, it seems the wounds on the legs and left arm were caused by the same knife. Which means, after the killer was finished stabbing his legs and left arm, they stabbed his knife through his right arm.
It cannot be.
And then they finally finished him off with a spear.
How cool.
And does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using 2 weapons, a knife and a spear? But they could have just killed him by stabbing him with the knife. Why did they need to use a spear at all?
You are right.
That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it? Maybe. The reason they had to use the spear, huh? Spear is right into his stomach. There's no way around it. It looks like the fatal wound.
What's this?
What? Oh my, what's this? Such a strange looking spear, isn't it? The cord extends from the tip of the handle and there's an iron weight attached to it.
Here.
I see. You could use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and then deliver the final blow with the spear. Is this your first time looking at this too? No, of course not! The spear is right. You definitely just came up with that now.
Hey.
By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from? I feel like I saw it in the castle. What? The castle?
What the hell?
I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Dang you mice. Dang you all to hell. I see, even though he doesn't know what's inside that castle. More importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, but the weight at the end of this cord is in handle. Oh, looks like that part has blood in it too. For some reason, the section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. It's about the size of a human fist, and it's strange that a section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Apparently the spear came from the castle. I might be better to confirm that later. Okay, I guess we gotta go to the castle soon. Got a lot to look at. There's a cut on his left arm. His legs and right have been stab wounds, but this would be a slice. There's probably a reason that the whole wound on the left arm doesn't look that deep compared to his other wounds. Well, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound and there's blood everywhere.
Super difficult.
There's something strange. Strange? What?
See?
Look at the palm on his left arm. And I think his blood is from where the left arm is sliced, but doesn't the blood splatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm. Yeah, it definitely cuts off. Maybe it's as far as the blood could reach when it splattered. Well, that would explain the blood on his palm, but is there something else that's strange? Well, when you flip over and look at the back of his hand, there's blood on only the middle joints of the finger. You're right. Why is it only on that part? See, isn't it? It's just as I said, right? Strange, right? I win. Yeah, sure, you win. Okay? That's certainly strange. What kind of killer do you splatter like that? I don't know, that's really weird. Your pain? Yes. The splatter on his face wasn't underneath the duct tape. Yeah, clearly the duct tape was put on before all this happened. Duh. Must have been moving his mouth when the tape was shut between his mouth. So it was covered with duct tape before he got the wounds over his body. Duh. He's also tied at the legs. The rope is tied to the pillars nearby. He would have been able to move at all. According to Kun file, the wounds in his leg were all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer just didn't tie up him, but also stabbed his legs? Ouch. Overkill much, really? Why would the killer do something like that? Prevent him from, you know, trying to walk away?
Damn it.
That's at any rate. It's pretty sad. Say it? The killer must have been holding a huge grudge towards him. Or they might have just been torturing him. Torture? I mean, if they just wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right? If you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing. Which means the wounds all of his body were from the killer torturing him. If that's the case, was the killer trying to make him confess? Was it something that would have led to the traitor? Maybe, maybe not.
Even so.
Well, even if this was torture, there's no doubt the killer must have had a deep grudge towards him. Refusing to let him die easily. I could just totally understand a dark impulse like that. I just can't understand. Not totally can. Any of the grudge against him, they would have really gone this far. Out-tro one's bad attitude, true sexual look. Okay. What do I need to confirm? A little bit underneath his wrist. But that's weird. If the rope was burned off like this, why is clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was so close to the blaze? Was he though? Can't believe I was actually investigating such a gruesome looking body. Even I'm surprised at myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? Let's not think about that, dude. Just back away from the body. What is this? He was dead. There's blood coming out of his stomach. Hey. No response. He's dead, Jim. Just kidding, I'm not dead. Is this one of the life-size plushies that were being produced at the factory? If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you. You're a stuffed animal, too. Don't put oversized garbage there! It's so misleading! What are you calling oversized garbage? Could it be that's one of Monokuma's tricks? Then why did he do it? Making a hole like it got stabbed and going through trouble of dirtifying the hole with blood? Is he trying to imitate his body or something?
What are you saying?
I had nothing to do with it, huh?
You're so
He's probably lying! Seriously, you're always lying! You should just die like that plushie over there!
What's this?
You seem more pissed than usual these days, mon ami. But you better watch what you say. I feel like it'll wipe you out easily, you know.
I
Don't give it to your threats! I'll fight you until the very end!
can't.
I will definitely take back the seat of the world supremacy from Monokuma! Okay. We're still at it. Did the killer this? Maybe. No idea how this connects to the inside. We'll find out in the trial. On easy mode this time, the trial. Because, there it is! It's an oil lighter. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It also looks like there were fire through the extensive damage here. The oil lighter was probably placed here.
Just kidding.
An oil lighter. Someone probably wanted to keep warm.
Bring it on.
It's most foolish, though. This is clearly the cause of the fire.
Well,
Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets them go out.
which means
So using that, the curtain was set on fire. Using the oil lighter. Do you think the killer set up some sort of trick with us?
You are
The
right.
killer probably planned to destroy the evidence by setting the whole warehouse on fire. They caused the fire to destroy evidence. The only reason I could think of why a killer would set a fire to the scene, but so the plastic fire grenades or whatever didn't work. So probably those fire grenades were used to put out the fire. Well, they weren't exactly that useful in the end. The fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. Well, nevertheless, the evidence really isn't all that strange.
Just as I thought.
So, if everyone could go home, nothing would make me happier. No. We should finish this class trial, then we can think about what will happen after.
Yeah, one of us killed him. In such a cool way. It's too bizarre, I can't even do anything except laugh. Okay.
Stephen thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling?
Yep.
There's something strange about sorry. Was too enthralled at the voicing. Yeah, about the sprinklers. It's one of the sprinklers that Zachary put up fire.
Well,
You can see a girder right next to it, too, right?
see?
You can see the sprinkler spark. Huh? You're right, I definitely see it. A small red line on the ceiling girder.
Perhaps.
Is that blood? Blood? The color definitely looks like blood, but there's no way blood could just get up there, right? Plus, it's a straight line. That's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange. It's definitely strange. I should remember this. Add it to the section of bullets.
Like,
I'm not freaking out about it. But I definitely could stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what's gonna happen then?
yeah, what's gonna happen?
Obviously
That round school
wrong.
trip is gonna end, right? So we can finally go home back home.
Carefree till the end. Does that mean you don't think that'll happen?
Well, yeah.
Monokuma must be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends.
Hey, hey,
Yeah, what do you mean something?
shut up.
You're making us kill each other, you know? What could be worse than that?
Damn it.
We don't know. But this Monokuma we've been talking about this, right? There's no way this will end smoothly with a countdown. Anyway, like you said before, if we screw up here, this is the end for us. For now, let's just focus on the investigation. We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial. Yeah, I know.
You.
Yeah, and don't bring up strange stuff like that.
It mattered for him killing, but well, it's different this time. It doesn't matter at all. What doesn't matter? The time. Looks like the time doesn't matter. It was clear in Monokuma file the time death was noon sharp. If it was noon, what were we doing this time? What were we doing? Well, right now it's 12:30. So it's also has a clock function. And that means he died 30 minutes ago. Huh? Didn't it happen that recently? He's totally fresh kill. Fresh seems like a bad way to describe it. If it happened 30 minutes ago, it was around the time we struggled with the bombs, right? You're right, those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon. Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for the time is a killer. This could be like that when they died, the killer could have possibly used some kind of automatic setup. Also, the crime looks very detailed, so they would have needed time to prepare. Then whoever doesn't have an alibi before we bombs are suspicious. Wait, none of us have an alibi for this time. That's when we split up to search for the bombs. Yeah, that's the problem. Now I guess that's enough investigating the area behind the curtain. Killer's goal was to kill him, there should have been more reason as well. Probably so they wouldn't tell who the traitor was. This is an MP3 player. There's even a speaker plugged into it. But why is it here? That probably played the sound.
Yeah, looks like the weird music was playing from here before. In fact, we got weird music playing in the background right now. You know, the music was blaring when the fire started.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, looks like it's busted from getting drenched by the sprinklers. There's no mistaking it, the music was playing from that MP3 player.
I don't disagree with that, but why was the killer playing music for us? I don't know. There's a lot of tipped over panels here. Oh, did they use some kind of gold Rubik machine here? Did the fire do that? But why are they all scared like this? Last time I came here, I seem to recall not many being here. Yeah, so they're set up like dominoes. Maybe the ones who made this mess. Huh?
See?
Look, the tipped over panels by the entrance is really close to the door, right? Correct. You open the door, you trip, the things fall. Surprised no one noticed it. So maybe the reason these panels are tipped over is... Fine, I'll open it slowly. Well, that's not the problem. Seriously, I'll be fine. It's not opening.
And it's a trap, yep.
You force the doors open. Could it be? Was it? And there's something else I've been wondering.
Hey, hey.
So my group has tipped over starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right? They seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight line. Yeah, compared to the other tipped over panels, that line is the only one that is neat and orderly. Isn't that clearly strange? Yeah, you're right. It's dominoes. Got a domino effect going on here. A bunch of books stacked on top of each other. Apparently they contain Monokuma's poetry and photos. What? Sprinklers completely soaked them. I can't even turn the pages anymore. Well, it's not like they're missing very much. Oops. That's good. Tons of CDs. All these CDs are all copies of Monokuma's music. They should have been burned too. Looks like the site is completely soaked because of the sprinklers. Even if there was an important clue here, we might not even be able to notice it. But it's better than the warehouse burning to the ground. Good thing we were able to put out that fire.
Hey, hey.
But there was a lot of smoke. It's a good thing we didn't go inside before we threw the grenades.
You are right.
I agree. If we did, we would have been completely caught by the sprinklers, and become all wet and soggy.
And Sonia's all wet, and she's all drenched inside. What the fudge?
Hey!
You were thinking that, huh?
Of
No.
course not!
I wasn't thinking that at all.
Yeah, he was.
Say
Of course I was.
what?
Why you responded? I wasn't asking you.
Whoa!
You're seriously screwing with me.
Yes, yes.
Oh, me screwing. How lewd.
Hey, hey, hey!
Please don't look at me with such fearful eyes. Only imagine it for a second.
You probably should keep your mouth shut.
Well, even though I didn't say I was here to freaking kill him,
Hey, hey, hey!
there's no way I'd actually do it. I was just upset, you know?
Okay. You think about the countdown we went through plus trial. Looks like she's focused on investigation in the warehouse. Which reminds me, there's something I need to ask her about. Now we're pretty much finished investigating his body, I think it's time to ask her. Hey Sonia, do you have a minute? Yes, what was it? What is it? I wanted to talk to you about the fake bomb you put in the warehouse. Huh? Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right? It's alright, it's not a bomb. Yay. Why did you know the bombs were fake? Well, that's not... It's not all either. We were looking for the bombs. You were at the military base, right? I thought you were supposed to be searching the Central Island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you, and what were you doing during that time?
Oh my!
Oh, my.
It cannot be!
You don't suspect me? It's a misunderstanding. I'm not the killer. Oh my god, you son of a biscuit. Sonia,
I am sorry!
I am terribly sorry. I was panicking. I shall calm down and explain to you why I was at the military base. When I first explored the first island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs here. Huh?
Well?
At first I wondered that someone might use them for nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone. So I kept silent the whole time. Does that mean when you heard about the bombs, you got suspicious and went to investigate them?
That is...
And I suspect the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. And because you were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered.
Please listen!
And because of that, I have reached a conclusion. The bombs brought from the military island base. The bombs he brought from the military island base, which means they were fake bombs. What? How did you find out that the bombs in the military base were fake? Because I attempted to use one of them. What?
I see.
I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door to the ancient ruins. In that time, I still believed the bombs were real. I thought I could use one of them to gain an entrance to the ancient ruin. However, the plan was an utter failure.
The bomb was not real. It was merely a fireworks display. God damn it, all to hell!
See, so that's why you're the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
I did. As did Longmi as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb. Which means...
So if those bombs are the same ones that disappeared, it would mean that you took them. That is why I knew they were fake. However, I didn't think it was strange when you blew up the hotel lobby. The bomb was real and I could not stop thinking about it. But upon further reflection, that might have been his plan all along. He showed us a real bomb to make us believe that the bombs he had said were real. So that the actions were extremely calculated. But the problem is, his reasons for doing it. With this, I explained everything.
Do you have a minute?
There should be no more reason for you to doubt me. You're right, I got it. And handbook. Pretty much finished looking for clues inside the warehouse. But I was able to find some clues, but there was still so many things I don't understand yet.
Hold it.
You look worried. Yeah, I am.
Well?
At this time, it might be good for you if you broaden your investigation range. You mean a good investigation of the place? Well, yeah. Military base, and the factory next door, and the castle, and his room. 30 minutes later, okay. I'm pretty sure the others have already finished investigating. Hey, if you're about to leave this place, and try and explore other places too. You got a rounder? Figuring something about pristine area, we have some ideas. But if it is safe, there wouldn't be anyone to guard the scene.
Yep.
We don't have a choice. There aren't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can here.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
See?
Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to place this incident together. So we need to search for them in other areas, probably. Well, functionary, if there aren't any other clues in our areas, we'll have to give up completely. You don't really need to say that.
Hey!
Yeah, then it's okay if we leave this place. I haven't seen so many Monokumas in my life. Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you normally run into. Well, however, I was staring at all the Monokumas I thought could have been.
Well?
The bomb that went off in the lobby might have been set up there, huh?
Do you have a minute?
If you were to hide a bomb inside Monokuma plushie, it would have been a frightening weapon. Do you not think the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that?
Amazing!
A plushie bomb is an act of terrorism.
Alright!
Well, let us rip apart these and where we confirm it. Hold on. If there was a bomb inside, wouldn't it explode if we carelessly mess with it?
Easy as pie!
Either way, it's all gravy. All gravy? What the hell does that mean? Yeah, stop, there's no bomb.
Hey!
You guys know if you pick me up, see, all you see is soft weight of cotton.
I see. I see.
You are right.
However...
Well then, you'll tame the bomb if you use.
Who knows?
I wonder. Who's gonna give you guys a hint? Then you should know it wasn't from military base. Tell you the truth, the bombs, they aren't real. Well, thanks. I already know that already. You should have said so earlier.
No.
Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I wouldn't tell you for the first time. I feel relieved. The bombs weren't from the military base or factory then. He brought them from Octagon?
Well,
I must say, you have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb in someone with the plushie seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it.
that is...
Did I say something I should not have said? It's not your fault, don't worry about it. Or I've been killed, which means the video was recorded in advance. That's right, besides the video, there must have be data on this laptop we could use as a clue. And I thought I'd try messing around with the laptop, but it's no use, it's locked. There's no way I can examine this. Or if it's locked, then maybe there's something inside. Maybe I'm overthinking this.
Yeah, this dangerous place. Is the really reason I messed up with all this stuff happened? Leaving guns out in the open is totally dangerous. Seriously, we gotta take better care of these.
It's easy to say that, but there's no one on this island who can do that. Supply of guns apart from the truck bed.
Yeah, I found it.
Huh? What did you find?
Well, this truck bed is, well, there's guns, but I also found stuff like the survival knife.
Wait, that's what was used to stab him in the left arm or right arm or whatever arm it was.
Which means the killer obtained a knife here. So this killer is someone who visited a military base at least once.
That's everyone's though.
Yeah, not me.
This is the first time I've been here. That sounds good. Spear, fancy ornament, is not hanging on the wall. The spear's definitely it, right?
I see.
Just as I thought, it looks exactly the spear that killed him. The same whip-like cord is attached to the handle, and then there's like weight on the end of it.
Also,
Plus, it looks like one of these spears on the wall is missing. There's no mistaking it. The killer took it from the spear, and used it as a weapon. Spear of hit something, huh? Monokuma would totally come up with a lame name like that. But why did the killer use a spear and the
well,
knife?
yeah.
Yeah, I could have just killed him with a knife, and it would have been easier too. There's no spear like this with unnecessary cord thing on it. It would have been easy to use. The knife looks hard to wield, but still, it chose it to the spear for a reason. What could it possibly be? I feel a little tired. No matter how much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. That's probably why I feel this way. I'm feeling this strange feeling that I've never felt before. It's trying to make us suffer even after his death. It was not in time to think about stupid things like that. I haven't even investigated his cottage yet, and it's too early to start complaining. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find some kind of clue. Alright, let's go. Did I actually talk to him yet? Yeah.
I see.
Torture, huh? Let us see what's inside of the effing cottage. Is it flippin'? What the hell is this flippin' gift? Oh. See absolute hope become despair so that he could just act sane up the rest of us. No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. I don't even think he truly believed in that. He says we would pass for days, what changed him? Maybe a clue might be hidden in here. What the fudge is this? Fancy looking treasure box. Covered in sparkling pink lights is totally standing out. Ah, could this be? Oh! Treasure covered in sparkling pink lights. A treasure box. You know about this?
Yep.
It's really cute. Oh, she's just reacting. Somehow in the stolen treasure box, if it means the thief was him all along. Yeah, no, I could have told you that. But why would he steal this? In order to find, might be something good inside.
Hold it.
It's gotta be okay. This looks so dangerous. It might be, but this could be some kind of clue, you know. If it wasn't important, he wouldn't have stole it from him in the first place. Turning towards the treasure box, cautiously opened the lid. Inside it was a notebook. This notepad treasure box is something important. Took notepad out of treasure box, began leafing through. Contained sloppy drawings as if they were drawn by children. The entries looked like children's sketches. Day 1, I was able to talk everyone to the first time today. Monokuma showed up and everything turned bad. Like I said, a lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired. What's this, a diary? Looks like it. Did Mommy write these? Probably. These pictures and entries totally suit her. I kept flipping through the pages, day 3, 4, 5. Page after page of poorly written entries continued on. I don't really understand, but it looks like there aren't any clues there. And right when I was about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped on the entry titled Day 16. We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. We try to go to the final death room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him. Huh?
Hey.
Something happened. No, it's nothing. Hey, stop! What are you looking at my notebook? Whoa. Oh, Mommy's some good notebook.
I won't forgive you.
I did I ask you to look for my treasure box, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside. Jeez, that was close. If I had come any later, you would have seen the inside of my notebook. Unfortunately, you're a little too late. Huh? But if this notebook is here, then he was the thief. Betrayal, I was betrayed by my beloved student.
Hey.
Hey, that notebook, it's pretty much your diary, right? Diary? It seems that way. That's right, that's my important diary. Where all my maiden secrets are written. Hey, you're a liar. Oh, why are you showing up out of nowhere? Not me. It's not good to lie, you know. Lie? There's no way you wrote in that notebook. After all, Mommy can't even write. Huh? What are you saying? Jeez, I can write letters easily. I can finally write letter B. No, you can't, because you have no fingers on your hands. Oh, See, bullseye. I know, cause I'm the same way too. Huh? Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed a weakling like you?
Hey!
So that's what this is about. You seriously tried to crush me.
What are
Huh?
you
What are
saying?
you saying? There's no way Big Brother would ever crush his little sister. It looks like the time to settle things between us is getting closer every second. Hey, I don't know why you're getting so serious, but was Monokuma just said true? You didn't write that in a notebook, is that true? If so, who wrote in it? Well, you know, it's, how should I put it?
Bye-bye.
Excuse me? Hold on. She totally ran away. The same pattern as usual. Looks like it's a waste of time trying to get answers from her. But still, really wanted to ask her about that notebook. Well, actually, might better I didn't ask her. There's a refrigerator?
Huh?
Nice, my cousin doesn't even have a refrigerator. I wonder where he got it from. Probably supplied it himself. Why would he go and put a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks? I talked to him, I opened up the refrigerator out of curiosity. There really isn't much inside. The only thing in the refrigerator is a brown bottle. It's cold drinks. It doesn't look very stocked very well. It's probably a clear drink, right? Really. Looks like there's some kind of dietary supplement to me. Protein powder, maybe. Took brown bottle to the refrigerator and started reading the label. Excessively made for poisoning someone to death. Hey, this is...
Yippee.
Yeah, it looks like it's poison. Poison? Yeah, look at the warning label in black. Let's examine a little bit more detail. But be careful with the bottle, don't drop it. Stop it. If you worry like that, I'm going to get nervous. Grab the bottle and trouble my hands to begin reading the warning label on the back of the bottle. Poison me specifically for killing someone. It's Monokuma's secret, or not secret, special poison. This enhanced liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Handle with care. Though it violates volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In gaseous state, it is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes and is suspendable to hydrogen? I don't know what that word is. So it's possible for you to poison someone to death without any oh, okay. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cold place in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight. This sure does look like chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. This refrigerator must have been here for that poison secure. But why did he have something like this?
Well?
The question could apply to the bomb he used in the hotel too. Apply to the bomb.
See?
There should be a reason why he was able to obtain such dangerous items. In the octagon inside the funhouse, this poison, he must have brought it with him from there too, right?
Perhaps.
He's probably hiding them somewhere on his body during the last class trial. He was hiding a bomb and poison during the class trial. Jeez, how dangerous. What would have done if he accidentally tripped and broke the bottle? Just thinking about it scares me.
Hey.
Also, he already blew up the bomb what he took with him at the lobby. But what about the poison, huh?
See?
The bottle is less than half empty. Was it like this from the beginning? Or did he use it? If so, where did he use it? I wonder if there's a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet. Another trap.
Perhaps.
For example, maybe it was making some kind of trap using the poison before he died. If it actually exists, it could be really bad. It could be potentially kill everyone on the island. Everyone on the island? What the hell? He's trying to make us suffer. Are you trying to make us suffer even after you're dead? Books right here to use for mine. In addition to books, there's a bunch of random crap stuff on the shelf. We've taken some time for us to go through this stuff.
Hey.
Let's leave it for later. Yeah, I agree. I disagree wholeheartedly because I know what kind of stuff they has.
Hey.
Maybe there's somewhere underneath the bed. It's the usual place for hiding things. Yeah, like porn. Yeah, we should check just in case. Thinking I peeked in our bed and there's some in here. It's plastic bag from supermarket. Looks like there's something inside. What's this? It's a gas mask and rubber gloves. It's certainly a real deal. But did he get these from military base? A gas mask and rubber gloves. He's hiding them under the bed. What did he use this stuff for? That's not good.
Hajime.
Is there anything else under the bed? Well, let's see. And on top, there's a small piece of paper on the floor. This paper made of blue aluminum? What? A round, thin piece of aluminum, huh? It's similar to those seals that go over jars of unopened mayonnaise. I get what you're saying, but doesn't mean this is a piece of trash.
Wait,
Oh, who knows? Maybe too soon to decide that. Sure, there looks like any clues there. The time for guessing is winding down. The bookshelf might take some time to investigate, so we should try to investigate some areas first. Like, is there something else in the chest?
well,
They say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart. Do they now? I definitely don't know much about him just by looking at this. What should we do? It's definitely difficult to look through all these piles. That doesn't mean we should just ignore it though.
yep.
I'll leave it to you then. Wait, what? It's better if a boy goes through another boy's things, you know? You might be able to private stuff. It might be true, but... So I'll leave the shelf to you. Okay. So I walked towards the shelf one by one, started moving various books and items and examined one by one. Even I examined them carefully. There was still a bunch of random books and items. There's no way they could be clues here. Huh? I don't need a flashback of this. Said the only contains information about me, but is it really true? It's really, I should be obviously right. He said I was from the reserve department and I had no talent whatsoever. There might be another one of his lies too. I opened the hand to confirm that. Instantly I realized that was something strange. If there's only one information, then why is it files so thick? As soon as I opened it, it was clear to me, just as I thought. He had lied to me. Aside from my information, there was also information of others. And everyone who died had pages of information about them too. The file contained information on all 16 of us. Only my information, my butt. I can't believe he made up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of us might be a lie too. I took a page containing my information and began reading through the content. The profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, my height, weight, and so forth. But there was one thing that specifically caught my eye. The words, reserve course student. There's no denying it, it confirmed that I was truly a reserve course student from the reserve department. Why is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why am I the only one here who's from the reserve department? Why am I here with all the other ultimates? Well, that sucks.
Hey, hey.
Did something happen? Oh well, I just found a strange file. Isn't that the special prize you received from clearing the final death room? As I recall, your student profile should be in there. It's not just my profile, the profile of everyone on this island is here too. He was lying.
Huh?
When you say everyone, do you mean everyone? Yeah, just basic information, but there should be profiles for all 16 of us. Can I take a look at that for now?
You're right. My profile is really in here, but unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Details?
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy. If it's not written in there, these profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
Then it's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
Yeah, seems like it.
Hold on.
Huh?
Huh? What happened? I just noticed it right now, but...
The file. His name isn't in there, right? There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles. But his name is the only one missing, right?
Who are you talking about?
Byakuya. I'm talking about Byakuya Togami. Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
No way!
So what if the name isn't written in that file? Perhaps based on what you think he might be a traitor. No, it's just not just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason I can't think of it be suspicious. participating in killing game life at Hope's Peak Academy, right? For someone like him to be a similar situation on this island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious. Yeah. Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about the school killing life, it's totally wrong. It's a completely different reason. A different reason?
You're getting all
How should I put
riled
this?
up.
You guys have been getting all worked up over that Bayaka for no reason, which means the great mystery you think surrounds that Bayaka doesn't exist. You're blasting it on one person's cheap speculation. What do you mean?
What the heck?
Do you have to? You don't have to ask me. You know the answer just by looking through the profiles, right? Huh? Guys, turn back to the file. One by one, I start flipping through the pages and confirming the names. Ultimate Imposture. Suddenly, I came across a page that was contained with question marks. Every section was filled with question marks. It could barely be considered a student's profile. On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. Ultimate Impostor. That's Bayaka's true identity. He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultimate affiliate protege, Bayaka Tomagati. A fake?
Hey,
A fake? Everything I know, everything I said is wrong. No! No! The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no names, no permanent address, and not even an age and a gender is known. Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist, he isn't able to exist as anybody. That's his talent? Phew. Though I'm not jealous of that at all. That person wasn't really Bayaka.
Perhaps.
Is that why he was so much fatter compared to what he was involved in the killing game?
so
Phew, his saying doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Really, real imposters are skilled like that. Then why are you lying to us this whole time?
But still.
But he couldn't help it. What? What couldn't help it?
Oh.
Because that was his talent. Huh? Well, having a talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you obtain talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent, regardless of whether you want that life or not. In that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life must be a bit more liberating. What the hell?
Anyway,
Not happy you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with.
that's right.
So I'll tell you straight up, this realization about Bayaka is exactly the truth. Then, what was he trying to say to me all that time? Can I talk to the others about my past? I suspect that my skeptical nature is partly to blame. Disturbing others and being distrusted in turn. For a long time, my life has been a living hell. Based on the contest, if I had to guess,
No,
maybe he was simply
no.
complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud. But if you guys had your school's memories, you never would have been able to been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Hope's Peak Academy, you should have known that the ultimate imposter already. So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss. Geez, the Future Foundation are sure is awful. There's no way you should just ignore Monamima or the traitor. Who is that? Who is the traitor? Just from looking at these 60 profiles, I still wouldn't know from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that?
Of course.
Well, obviously, you won't know. I made that file so you guys can't find out.
Could it be?
So, it's as I thought. You're the one who did it.
Hey,
The fact that there are 60 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitor is a spy set by Future Foundation, not a student from Hope's Peak Academy. You made a fake profile for the traitor and included it in here.
correct.
It wouldn't be fun if you figured out the traitor so easily, right?
Hey.
Then we can't use the file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true for him too, right? Well, probably. Okay. It's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time in something that isn't a clue.
Are you sure?
What a
about
wise
this?
decision. Time's up, you know. Time up. Wait. Excuse me for a moment. that chime just now. Yep. Class trial.
What is
Bum, bum,
most
bum, bum, bum,
important
bum.
for living things? Well, personally, I think time is. I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right? That's why we gotta cherish time. There is nothing more wasteful than wasting time. So, time's up. We will begin the last class trial.
It is
So
the last
please
class
gather
trial.
at Monokuma Rock.
See you soon. The last class trial. He said that, right? He said the last class trial.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard it too. He really did say it was the last class trial. What do you think? Should we believe him? Monokuma seems anxious about Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days. And he says something about the killing school trip ending, right? Based on the time limit, this might definitely be the last one.
Still.
But I can't imagine that it's the real end. Huh? I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that. His real plan? Is Monokuma still planning to do something with us? What could it be? Maybe after putting us through this, he's planning to kill the remainder survivors all at once?
Well,
But still, it's also not a good idea to think about that too much, I think. I think we should just focus on the class trial that's waiting for us. You're right.
but still,
Well, let's not worry about too much, huh?
right?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know? You're right. You're absolutely right. We are not alone. Even if this mystery can't be solved as long as we cooperate together. Yeah, if we do things, it'll turn out fine. Here we are, guys. Let's not chit-chat,
Damn
shall we?
right.
Looks like everyone's here. Yeah, it's gonna be more people.
Damn it.
Stop it. You make me depressed.
Um,
So it's going to happen again. The cruel conflict that bounded our friends. Matt, once we're through this, we can go back, right? Yeah. Yeah. We'll figure it out. Why are you here? You haven't realized it, Rat. The feeling of wanting to leave this island. Thinking, look, that is Monokuma's trap, you know.
Huh?
Huh? What are you saying?
got it?
There's no way Monokuma will end things here. He's planning something far worse. Stop trying to jinx us.
I'll pick you up.
Damn, you stupid rabbit, shut up. Everyone mustn't run away from despair. Huh? I have finally realized, after losing my powers, I've realized that cursing your powerlessness or your fate accomplishes nothing. It's possibly maybe small, but as long as there is a possibility, you must face it. In order to become something who can be proud of yourself. So I will fight.
Huh?
What's her deal? I don't know, but she seems different from before. Yeah, maybe she read a self-help book.
Wait.
Her eyes, she looked so determined.
You.
Yeah. What can I just tell you by looking at those buttons, eyes? Yeah, make sure you turn off yeah.
Fine.
But still,
Somehow I understand what Mommy's saying, I think. Anyway, let's get going. This is the last quest trial. You're right. We need to fight as much as we can, no matter what hopelessness truth awaits in the end. I'm really interested. This seems to be like the most complicated murder one yet. I wonder who the murderer is. This is the end. I keep saying those words to myself over my mind as I enter the rock. This is the end of the trial as we know it, and it's only chapter 5, so who knows what the hell's gonna happen next.